So today we're going to make an Easter basket out of construction paper. You need 5 different colors of construction paper, a ruler, a pair of scissors, and a pencil or a pen. First thing you're going to do is you need to cut 15 strips at a 1/2 inch each of construction paper. Once you cut all 15 strips, now what you need to do is decide what color you want around the rim and what color your handle is going to be, and you need to cut 2 more strips. Then you have to decide which way you want your strips to go. I'm going to do mine 5 this way and 5 this way. So that's basically what it's going to look like. Now you have to start weaving. You just go over and under with your first piece. You don't have to pull them tight or anything yet. Then do your second piece, but this time you're going to start over, then under, and then get your next one. And this one's an under and over. And then your next one, which is over and under. And then your last one, which is under and over. Now once that's all done, you want to even out your strips so that they're the same length on both sides and the same length on the top and the bottom. And then bring them in really tight. And it's okay if they're a little bit uneven, but try to keep them as even as you can. Then what you want to do is you want to take your ruler or straight edge, whatever it was you used, and fold all the strips up on the sides. This doesn't have to be perfect. It's just to help you out when you start doing your weaving on your sides. And there you go. Make sure they're really kept in tight. You may want to use a glue stick if you're working with younger kids, or if this is your first time and you're really not comfortable doing it on your own, but you really don't have to. You take your first strip and you're going to start. I usually use the middle piece. And you just weave in and out, going around the sides. When you get to your corner, bend it up against the piece that's at the side. When you come around a corner, you don't have to pick every single one of the sides up for this bottom piece. You just have to pick up every other one. Believe me, it makes it a whole heck of a lot easier. And turn again. And this one, you only have to pick up the middle 2. This is the hardest part of this whole project, is getting this first piece in the bottom done. Like I said, use a little bit of glue maybe on this first piece, and that will be such a big help for you. Now you're going to do your second strip on the side, and you're just going to do the same thing, but you're going to alternate again, just like you did on the bottom. This time it's going to get a little bit trickier because those bottom pieces are not going to lay flat anymore, so you have to actually pick up the next pieces. Don't worry about if that first strip starts coming up, just keep pushing it back down. Okay, once you get your second one done, just keep going until all 5 strips are in. Okay, one more strip to go, and we'll be all done with the basic part of the basket. Here's our last strip. At this point, if you haven't used glue and you've never done basket weaving before, you're probably very relieved and very happy that this is your last strip. Okay, now your top piece is done a little bit different, but don't worry about it because it's all going to work out in the end. When you go around, you're going to take the top piece and just put the strip at the top and tuck all of the other colors over and then back into themselves. And make sure you leave yourself enough room on the ends. Now as your other pieces as you go around, if some of your other pieces start to come unwoven, just weave them back in. They'll be okay. See, like that? There. Now it's all over and tucked. But if you look across the top, you see that there's no basket weaving. So here's where the second to the last piece come into play. Now what you're going to do is just go in and just start it. Very easily, weave in and out. Leave a good piece at the end over here so that when you're weaving, you have a little bit of room in case you pull too hard. And just weave it back and forth, and that'll give you the top basket weave. So you go all the way around. Now remember that little extra piece that you left on this side? Just take this piece and tuck it through, going the opposite direction. And there's your basket. The only thing left is your handle. What you want to do with your handle is find your center piece. In this case, mine is the orange. And from the inside, just go in and just tuck it in. If it doesn't fit, because you've maybe cut it a little bit too wide because of all the weaving, just trim it down with your scissors a little bit. Now this handle can't be used to actually lift it, it's just for decorating purposes. You just want to slide it in there and just weave it in with the other pieces that are there. And then go around the other side and do the same thing. And you only need to get it into a couple, one or two. You don't have to go all the way to the bottom. And there you have it, your basket.